Hey, Shalom. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Real quick, man, Spirit was on me to do this video about the plagues, man. It's not going to be anything long, but what I'm noticing is that a lot of people are getting sick due to these different plagues, and a lot of brothers have been getting sick due to this, which is proves that Yahweh Shai is on the way, because this was part of the prophecy that upon the Lord's return to the earth that were going to be various plagues that was going to hit this place, man. And brothers were going to be getting sick, but nonetheless, the scriptures say no plague should come near thy dwelling place. So through the Spirit, man, brothers have been getting sick to build up immunity for something greater, which is what I believe through the Spirit. And also the scriptures say no weapon that's formed against thee shall prosper. But a lot of brothers been getting sick. I myself was afflicted and still kind of going through it a little bit by this whole C19 thing, whether it's a elevated flu or cold, whatever you want to call it. But it was completely unnatural. Mine was pretty mild for the most part, but it was just a lingering effect. Like it comes and it's like it's going, then it's still there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the case for most brothers. But some brothers have gotten extremely ill from this too, man. Due to all the different variables as far as pre-existing health conditions and respiratory illnesses and asthma. A lot of these things play a syndrome in what's happening, but nonetheless, we got to stay prayed up, man, and we have to pray for one another. Okay, we got to be there for the brothers, man. We got to be accessible to them in a time of need, because, hey, this is the time now that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is visiting the earth with plagues and pestilence, man. Like it says here, a new variant IHU has been detected, okay, and that's in France. This was earlier today, so just within a couple of days or so, that variant could very well be here in Babylon if it's not already, okay, which is... Hey, man, it's not slacking, okay, because the shit Esau is spreading in the air, all right, the type of experiments that he's doing, he's disrupting the weather patterns, chemtrails, 60, 70 degree days, you know what I'm saying? It's just, this devil got to be taken down, man, and we at the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in these times, man. So, brothers that's been afflicted by this, count it all joy through your sufferings, through the afflictions, because, hey, the men of the Lord before us, they went through the same things, but this time is on a far greater scale, because Yahweh Shai is getting ready to redeem his church, his elect. All right, so we got to continue to fight, stay strong, and not become discouraged, because these people are getting ready to drop in droves, man. All right, they were supposed to roll out the national 5G installation today, but I'm hearing in some cases it was delayed by 2 weeks. But who knows, but nonetheless, it's going to complement the so-called dark winter that Esau has been talking about for over a year now. All right, because, hey, he's on a rampage to get his NWO going. Okay, he wants to install that charagma, and he wants to take as many people as he possibly can. So we're at the times, man. The Lord said it. All right. It says variant name such and such has been detected. More mutations than the so-called strain, which is, I call it the Omarion dance. All right. Highly contagious, but it's more like a common, just a common cold or respiratory, and I'm not going to get too medical and stuff like that, but it's pretty much like the common, you dig, just a little bit more aggravating, and it lasts a lot longer. But in some cases, man, brothers have experienced serious side effects, but nonetheless, man, we are almost out of here, so we must endure. Okay, so I just had a precept here, and these are the words of Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at verses 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And the hell, Salaki, I heard something outside. It says, "And there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrow." Okay, so look up the word pestilence. in the Greek, and it goes into pestilence, plague. All right. Now, they're spraying salt down. But if we look up, it says a fatal epidemic, a disease, bubonic plague, the Black Death, disease, contagious disease, contagion, infection, sickness, pandemic, etc. And this is what we're currently going through. Okay, whether it's not real or real, the reality of it is we know that Esau has bioweapons out there. He has biochemistry. He has bioweapons, biohazards, etc. He has things that he can release in the atmosphere, and it causes people to get, to succumb from it. He has that. All right. So now I'm seeing more of a effect of this new Yadig that they put out last year. Caught a whiff of it, but then not so much. Which I say the last one was a lot deadlier, but even this one, more people seem to be kind of getting ill by it. Okay, and I have to watch what I say, but a lot of people are getting ill just due to what's being spread out in the atmosphere. And on top of that, all these people that was dealing with V for Vendetta, which is a personal vendetta, people that's dealing with that have been responsible for spreading the fire. Okay, if you know what I mean. So that's a lot of reasons why people are getting terminally ill too, because a lot of people dealt with V for Vendetta. So on top of this, which is compromising, the lymphatic systems and so forth, the carburetors, and I'm using car terms, it's the reason why a lot of people are kind of croaking, okay, which is part of the prophecy. Yahweh Shai said it. All right, so us as brothers, we got to be very, very circumspect, and we got to stand this fight, man. Don't let this shit defeat you, because, hey, we're above this, all right? And it says, and all these are the beginning of sorrows. Another precept, 2nd Esdras 16, and I'm going to start at verses 35. It says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh. Behold the word of the Lord, receive it, but believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. But behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Going back to this brother's video here, it says here, it's another strain, and then on top of that, you got more. I heard it was up to 42 more particular, how can I say it? Particular new ones, or should I say? I ain't gonna say that V up there, but nonetheless, they have more than one, meaning that Esau, Edom, is releasing these things simultaneously because he's speeding up his agenda. Okay, so hey, we coming into them times. We're already here. Okay, and it says here, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass our womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Okay, so think about it. Look at what happened in Kazakhstan. I think it's not Kyrgyzstan, but it's Kazakhstan, all right, over there in the Middle Eastern countries. Look what's happening in France. Look what's happening in Austria, Switzerland, different parts of the UK. You have people that's protesting and rioting due to these different measures and lockdowns, etc. They're fighting against the system. That's why it says the whole world should mourn, and sorrow should come upon it on every side. Everybody in the world is fighting against this, but you peon Americans, man. All right, but even though the plagues are not slack, so they're going to keep coming. And on top of that, this new bird flu they were talking about, man, which that can possibly be a whiff of a brother's guy. Who knows? But according to Esau, Edom is to see what, And it says, O my people, hear my word and make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be as pilgrims on the earth. And he that selleth, let him be as that he had fleeth away. And he that buyeth as one that will lose. And he that occupy merchandise as he that have no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he should not dwell therein. All right, which cuts that we got to be an entrepreneur in America, man. The scripture say in the time come, we got to be pilgrims, man. So it's going to come a time that we going to have to move around because things are getting ready to get hectic. Especially when the society of this West of America breaks down completely. These people that's been played by the system, they're gonna lose their minds, man. They're gonna want blood, and we getting to that point. All right, so hey, pay attention, man. Look at the news and all these different plagues that's coming back to back. Like they just discovered this shit probably like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, if that. And all of a sudden now it's another one coming. That's prophecy, man. All right, so hey, keep a watchful eye, brothers, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, stay prayed up. Keep taking them herbs, man, and keep the faith. And with that, shalom and a ball.